Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Now, it has been a while since I made my last video, and that is partly because I didn't really know what to do, but we're back. So today we're going to be doing a challenge where I will not be wearing any armor. So how this challenge will work is I am not allowed to wear any armor, and I have to beat the game by killing the Legate. Or, you know, the normal way they beat the game. I'm not allowed to speech check it because I didn't want to make this super easy on myself to where I just, you know, go 100 speech, run to the end of the game, boom, boom, done. I wanted to give myself at least some semblance of a challenge. So I made sure, you know, I'm not going to speech check the Legate, okay? So that's the only main, like, side rule I'm doing, just because I want this to be a little bit more interesting for you guys when you're viewing, okay? So with that being said, let's just get straight into it. So first off, we of course started in the Doc's house where we had to create our character and our name. Now, of course, all gonna be standard. I just kept this all pretty much the exact same. Now, for our stats, what we wanted to do was, basically, I put a lot of points into strength because I thought it would be really good to try and beat the Legate with melee, because I thought it would be the best route, since there are perks I can get to make melee weapons completely broken, and I can get one of the best melee weapons very quickly in the game. So that was gonna be our main goal. Now, for skills, I did melee weapons, of course, speech, and then also medicine for health. And with that, I also did a couple traits, which was skilled. And another trait I do not use that often, which is the low-key kind of underrated one, which is heavy-handed. I'm not gonna lie. Great perk when you're not going for a luck build, which usually, I'm not gonna lie, I think if you go through most of my videos, a lot of them are going to be luck builds. So after I finished in Doc Mitchell's house, it was time to get on to New Vegas. And now this is a time where I use something I learned in my collecting every weapon in the game video. Honestly, I did not realize it was going to be, you know, this easy to get to New Vegas from Good Springs. Now, okay, it's not like I haven't played this game before. It's just, I never usually go this way. I usually just take the safe way, which is going around Novak. Because I honestly haven't ran this way in a while, so I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it really was. And to be honest, it was really easy. I should low-key be just going this way every time. So, yeah, new tech I learned. So after heading from Good Springs, we ran all the way through the edges and outer places of New Vegas. And, of course, instead of doing our normal route, which is going to the Atomic Wrangler, making some money to get into New Vegas or anything like that, we take the monorail through Camp McCarran, so I don't have to pay anything, and it's free. So, yeah, that was what we did to get to New Vegas starting off with. So after we got out of the doors and we are in New Vegas, we meet up with Victor, and we have the first section pretty much dealt with. Now, after that section is dealt with, we are in the tops, and we level up to level 3, because when you see Benny, apparently you just magically gain 900 XP, or 1,000, just because you saw a guy. I don't know why, but, you know, I guess that's what the courier is good at. If he sees some guy he recognizes, he just becomes immediately smarter in random different skills. So, yeah, after that was finished all out, I decided, before I did anything with Benny, I wanted to get the main melee weapon I planned on using. And now, if you have seen this channel for a while, you will know the favorite melee weapon for me, and also the best melee weapon in the game, and a weapon I grabbed in my collecting every weapon video. It has to be the one and only unique super sledge found in Jacobstown. I mean, this thing is underrated. There are people, who don't know that you can just go here straight off the game. You don't actually need to do anything. To get this weapon, all you need to do is come over here to Jacobstown, run up the mountain and then go inside the gate. Once you're inside the gate, you just have to navigate through the place, and it is honestly very, very easy. Even with the Night Stalkers that roam the area, if you just like run through the area and are just like being smart about it, you honestly just don't have to, you know, pay attention to too much. Just don't get hit by the Night Stalkers, and you'll be fine. Now, it is going to be a bit hard to find the sledge, because it's going to be hidden, but you can find the sledge just laying on the ground, and after you get it, you're clear. It is the best melee weapon in the game. Like, I don't even think that's up for discussion. I mean, there are some maybe DLC weapons are better, but for base game, that is 100% the best melee weapon, because it does over 100 damage just starting. So after I picked up the Super Sledge, we headed back to the tops, and I spoke with good man Swank. Now, Swank is kind of an odd case here. Because I did decide to put in 45 speech, I was able to just talk to Swank like I usually do, and get that up to where I could just, you know, get Benny in his room and kill him. And that's what I did to get the platinum chip, and that whole section was done pretty easily. I then leveled up after I killed Benny, and this is where I decided to put points into various different skills. Now, because I was not putting points into speech, I had to basically think about what I wanted to do. It was between medicine and melee. And in this case, I decided melee, because I wanted to get my melee stat up as high as possible, because I wanted to be able to kill the Legate, you know, without struggling at all. I then also wanted to make sure I would be able to get a perk, which you will see later on, that is absolutely amazing. Like, there's no question about it. It is quite possibly one of the best perks in the game, but you will see that later. I then headed over to the Lucky 38, where I decided to speak to Mr. House. I really didn't have to. I kind of just wanted to talk to him. So I had to reload a save, because, you know, I didn't actually need to talk to him. So I just killed Mr. House as usual, and after that whole ordeal was dealt with, we leveled up again, which I put more points, just dumped straight into melee weapons. Now for our perk here, I decided to go with toughness, just to hopefully, you know, not die immediately when I go up against the Legate towards the end of the game, which we are now approaching already. Pretty quickly, compared to every other video I've done, where it's taking me hours upon hours just to get to the end of the game. So I then plugged in Yes Man to Mr. House's old computer. We had to watch our long cutscene about the Securitrons being able to shoot rockets and all that. And then we had to go talk to all the different places in New Vegas. And this is the part of the game which is just like, you know, it's just a big long fetch quest. You just have to go and talk to multiple different NPCs. Now, it would have taken longer, but I decided to run to everything immediately. Kill a couple Brahmin along the way, because, you know, they just charged at me for no reason on the way to Nellis. I don't know why they do this, they just like to. But on the way to Nellis, when I got there, everything was pretty much the same around this area. I talked to Pearl, and I don't do anything, just leave the base. And then the next part is kind of where things got a little dicey. You see, I was heading over to Hidden Valley, came across a couple powder gangers, said hello to them. So when it comes to Hidden Valley, now you usually have to go through a quest to like be able to even leave the bunker after meeting them. But for me, I kind of just wanted to try and see if I could, you know, get away with this without having to do a quest. And honestly, it worked out a lot better than I thought it was gonna. Yeah, this weapon was really broken. It was so good. I did not realize how truly good this sledgehammer was. Like, I knew it was good, and that's why I got it. But it being able to two-shot Brotherhood of Steel Paladins is absolutely insane when I have no armor and I'm level 6, and I only had 92 melee at the time. So, very, very slept on weapon. Would recommend though. But this did give me a lot of extra money, which I was able to head over to the New Vegas Medical Clinic and trade for supplies. Now, I wasn't able to get enough stim packs from here, so that is where I went along and I headed over to the followers camp after that. And I had to go trade with Julie Farks to get some stim packs. Because, yeah, for some reason, the medical clinic also just doesn't have enough, like, stim packs. I don't know. I feel like it should have more, because for some reason, the followers who need stim packs have about the exact same number of supplies as the medical clinic. So, you know, doesn't really make too much sense there. But after selling everything there, it was time to head over to Red Rock Canyon to finish off the last place that I needed. And we had to stop by, kill a couple fiends along the way, and that was not too much of a big deal. I did almost die because the fiends, like, you know, blew up this truck I was near, and it almost killed me. I don't know how I didn't die. It had to have been some sort of, like, luck, crazy luck, 1 HP. I did not die to that. So I talked to Papa Khan, and that is now every single faction talked to. So we just have to go back to Yes Man, tell him, hey man, I talked to every faction. So after speaking with him, we get all the different faction, you know, notifications and all that, and then we have to head over to the good old El Dorado substation. Now, the El Dorado substation, I was just gonna rush in, go in, do all that, but honestly, this time, I just felt like killing all the NCR. I usually don't, but this weapon made it really, really fun. It's a very fun weapon, indeed. And also, I needed XP, because now I'm high enough level to where I was able to get the perk that I wanted. So I put my points into medicine, and then I picked my perk, which was going to be Super Slam. Now, Super Slam is a very interesting perk because it's actually just very broken. You can just basically hit any NPC in the game and they will just ragdoll. And you will see how this becomes broken very quickly. So I make my way through Hoover Dam pretty quickly. I power up everything. I get the override trip in so I can talk to Yes Man. Then after speaking with Yes Man here, we're all good. I had to destroy the dam generators. I headed over to the Legate's camp. And this is where the end of the game really starts to commence. Okay? I head in, I talk to the Legate, I decide to kill him, right? And I just get completely folded. Okay, so round two. Hit him, right? And this is where the perk comes in handy. I would have probably not been able to kill him otherwise, because he just kind of falls down here and you just hit him while he's ragdolled. Yeah, that's why it's a really, really good perk. So with that, I had to go speak with General Lee Oliver when he arrived at the camp, and he, you know, took a sweet time coming in, and then after he finally, after his long walk came in, I hit him in the head with my sledgehammer, talked to Yes Man, and that is Fallout New Vegas without any armor. Now this was a fun run, I will say. I low-key just didn't know, like, a great, what do you call it? I didn't have anything crazy planned, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I probably might have some more videos planned in the future, but I honestly do want to start branching out more, and please let me know if you want to see more challenges with different games. You know, give me some ideas, because I'm going to probably start branching out, doing challenges, runs in different games, and just, I really want to start branching out more from Fallout and all that. Maybe do Skyrim or something like that, but for now, this was just a little bit of a video, because I thought you guys were kind of a little anxious for another video, so with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Peace.